Hey everybody, welcome to Cards and Sharps. How y'all doing? Good, glad to hear it. Alright, right now this is one in a series of flea market and knife show finds that I'm doing. That's going to include looking at some of the cheap little knives you can find at flea markets, and then also some sort of name brands that you can find at flea markets, knife shows, gun and knife shows, places like that. Maybe some used stuff, maybe some brands that you may have not heard of that maybe you only see at some knife shows. First up here, we're going to look at this as a CRKT M16. See if you can see that there on the blade. This is a Kit Carson design. Brand new. These knives will run you around $30 to $40, that range, depending on some. There's a little different sizing and whatnot, so blade types, things like that. This one I was able to pick up at a knife show, gun and knife show. They have here in Oklahoma a couple of times a year. A really big one. As I walked around, found different dealers, and this one I was actually able to pick up used. It was in they just kind of had a bargain bin box, and I was looking through it, and I was able to grab this, and I believe it was like, got it for $10, which is not bad for a $30 plus knife. But it was dirty, kind of gunky, and all that. And I just brought it home, cleaned it up, sharpened it a little bit, and actually it's a pretty nice example of an M16. I've seen these in different shops and whatnot, and brand new, and this one is really in a really good shape, considering somebody just let it get all gunked up and dirty and all that, and I was able to pick it up cheap. Just kind of some specs on this. Overall length is 7.36, so just under 7.5. The blade is just a hair over 3 inches at 3.05. The blade material is 12C27 MOV. That's not one you see a lot of, but it is in that budget steel range. Not a terrible steel for a $30 to $40 knife. So nothing too disappointing there. It's not like it's $440 or anything like that. So as you can see, it's a Tanto design, and the handle is going to come in at about just under 4.5 inches at 4.3, and is stainless with a appears to be a texturing onto it. Doesn't really seem like a coating so much as, or it could be, or it could just be actually that feels like didn't see any specs on the handle, but that the handle itself, it does not seem to. It seems more like a some kind of maybe FRN or something like that. Doesn't really feel like G10 or anything like that, which you wouldn't expect really in this price range. And the weight is going to be about 3.69. We can take a look here, put it on the scale, see what it says. And actually it's showing at 2.27. So didn't have the exact specs for this one. I just looked at comparable ones. So looks like this one weighs in a little less, and this actually feels really light, and it's comparable in weight. It feels exactly about the same weight as this Delica, and we'll compare it to the Delica here. They're about the same length closed, and opened. You're looking at pretty close to the same length open as well. Really, if you like a thinner knife as far as pocket space, you're going to like this one. It's a little thicker. Actually, if you can see here, it's a little thicker than the Delica by not a whole lot, but it does. It's going to be a little thicker in the pocket, but not take up as much real estate. So, if that makes a difference to you, it's very light, and as you can see, it has good action to it. The liner has good lockup, and if you'll look at the blade here, you can see it. It is put up there. It's dead center. I mean, you can't get any more center than that. It does have an adjustable pivot screw, and the blade just has a very little bit of play you can detect, but not really where it wobbles or anything like that. It does have this some sort of safety on it. Not sure how that really works and what you do to set it, because it seems to be sometimes you can pull that back and it will lock it, and then sometimes where it won't deploy, and then other times it doesn't seem to do anything. If you guys know how that is supposed to work or anything like that, this little knob right there, let me know. I haven't had any experience with there. Okay, now it seems to be locked. It won't. Oh, it got deployed. So, not really sure how that works. So, one of the biggest drawbacks I see with this knife is tip down only on the clip, and that's a shame, because the clip's very minimal, very thin, but has a good tension to it. I've carried it a few times just to see how it carries, and it fits really nice in the pocket, and I enjoy it when I'm at times when I'm wanting to carry a thinner knife. You know, if you've watched very many of my videos at all, you know I do like to carry a lot of times a thinner and slimmer knife, and this one carries very nicely. I just wish it did have a tip up option on the clip. The design, it's considered a tactical type knife. I don't know how tactical it is, other than it looks tactical. It's all black, and that Tanto blade kind of gives it kind of a tactical look. Whether any operators out there would be carrying it as a tactical knife, I would think they'd kind of go with something maybe a little bigger, but it would make a nice little pocket knife for them. You know, kind of fits that whole tactical genre, and you know, with the relief holes cut in there to save weight and all that, it's kind of gives it a cool tactical look. It feels good in the hand. The material has a nice grip to it. It has a little jimping on the back here. I know a lot of the features don't seem to show up real well on camera because it's all black like that, but fits my hand real well. Has a nice feeling grip to it. Doesn't have any hot spots, and that you don't even notice the pocket clip there at all. Alright, that is it for the CRKT M16. This is the M16 10KZ, and it's a Kit Carson design. Just kind of to show you that if you look around and maybe dig through some boxes at some knife shows, gun shows, you can find some good values in there. This knife is definitely worth $10. I don't know for myself if I would have paid full retail for it, if it's something I would really want for the, that I would have done that. But definitely worth $10. And at $10 investment, I like the knife well enough to keep. I've held on to it for 2 or 3 years, and I'll continue to hold on to it because I doubt I could sell it for enough to make it worth parting with. Alright, that's it. That's the CRKT M16. We'll see you guys next time. Watch for some more of my knife show and flea market pickups. We'll see you guys later.